Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and you join me here for another episode of Computer Tycoon, where, as you can see, the glorious colour of purple, which denotes Computers by Ajax, my very own computer company, appears to be pretty much everywhere across the globe, and is by and large a two-party split. Now, if you saw the last episode, you may recall we were suddenly taken aback towards the end of that episode when this yellow company, Cheap and Great, suddenly exploded across the world map and just took sales out of everybody's hands. Up until that point, it was a uneven match, because I was winning, between me and Big Computers, the Brown company. And as you can see here, just looking at this map, where the heck are they? Where are the Brown company? They're in Iceland, which is a very cold place to be indeed. I mean, if we look at the graphs, let's look at the graphs. The dominancy graph here, it's not, is it a graph? It is a graph, I suppose, isn't it? It's got bars and percentages. That makes it a graph. I am still very much the largest computer outfit on the world, in the world. Yeah, and Mr. Big is down here somewhere. Interesting to note here that there are actually two companies missing. There is Brutal Data, the red company, and Massive Modules, who I believe are blue. They are. I mean, if we look at the map here, that's Massive Modules. They still appear to exist. They have offices in all of these countries, so they should still be selling. But the percentage they're selling, the market share, if you look on this part of the graph here, must be tiny in all these countries to not even show on that graph. And the same with Brutal Data. Yeah, I mean, they're everywhere, but they're just not selling their machines. It's just between me and Cheap and Great. As you can see, just to sort of highlight the point of this sudden emergence to spoil my particular party, if we go to the share graph here, as of last year, this lower graph is only produced on an annual basis. Last year, 1982, I was by far and away the largest company across the world. We have a large percentage still, over 44% of the market, which is all very good. So how are they doing this? I think as we had a quick poke at this last episode, if I bring up Cheap and Great here. So they've released a computer about 4 months after I did. Yes, the interesting thing here is that Big's last computer was, well over a year ago. So the risk I'm thinking here, because Cheap and Great, although they were very big in the early days of this game, back in the 1970s, they suddenly disappeared. But if we look at their computer, the main thing they've got is they've got all sorts of odd things, but they have got really efficient manufacturing. They've gone down to 800 nanomicrons. Is that the correct measure? Whereas I'm still on am I on one nano? I'm on 1 micron, I think, if I pull my computer up. I forget. Oh, I'm still on 1.5. Yes, I have just finished researching the 1 micron manufacturing, so that will reduce my prices. So they've got the advantage there. They've also done a few extra things in terms of accessories. They've got the trackpad and the gamepad, and that adds features, ease of use and prestige. So they're really picking up those points. But other than that, and apart from being slightly cheaper than my machine, they're very much in the same kind of ballpark as I am. One thing you didn't see in the last episode, because I tried this before I started the recording for the previous video, was I was wondering if I could get into a price competition with Big's Computers. But what I discovered was every time I tried to undercut them, they reduced their prices, and it was basically a no-win situation. I just ended up losing money by making so much less profit. I just couldn't shift enough units to make it up. But I'm going to try this because there isn't that much of a price difference between us. If we look at Cheap and Great, their pricing strategy is 70, 60, 50, 40 discounts on their reasonably high price, whereas my discounts are a little bit more. So I'm wondering if I discount mine a little bit. I'm still making a good chunk of money on all these. I won't discount quite so heavily at the top end of the market, and we'll see how that does. See if I can outsell them again and regain a few extra percentage points on that. The other guys here, Dator Systems, were a big seller back in the day. They've got a reasonably new computer as well, but theirs is so overpriced. Yeah, they're losing out, I think, because of that. But anyway, let's see if I get the game rolling on. Oh yes, my demand has gone up, so I need to make sure my factories are producing. There we go. So we don't lose sales because I don't have the machines to supply. Well, that's worked quite well. And they've not dropped their prices. That's excellent. Right, now, where are we in research? We have researched I think we've researched 2 technologies since the last computer we built. We've got SIM, so that's a new memory chip, and CGA, which I don't think the other guys have got yet. So cheap and great. Oh, they're still on composite monitors. Yeah, they're behind me on that. Dator. Oh my goodness, they've got, no wonder they're so expensive. They're EGA. Yikes. Yeah, that's good. They're still on 3 micron though. So a different tack in terms of research there. Their motherboard. Yeah, nothing particularly special there, I don't think. What about big? If I go to big, yeah, you're in the same. You're still monochrome as I am at the moment. Okay, so that's interesting. Yeah, as I said, my fear is that big will be spending time researching now and will suddenly release something amazing. So I need to up my research. Now, if we look at our buildings here, let's get this in research order. We have a level 3 in Kuwait, level 2 in Spain, a level 2 in UAE, and a solitary 1 in a couple of other poor countries as well, just to show willing. And I'm wondering if we can increase the UAE research to level 3, and that will give me another 2 research points. Do I have anybody at 0? I think I've actually put a research lab in every country. Oh no, I haven't. Okay, so we could actually, it might be cheaper here. So how much is that new research lab going to cost me in the UAE? That will cost me 280,000 a day. But if I increase the office to level 3 like I have in Kuwait, get 250,000 thereabouts. Whereas adding an extra point in these, that's a daily cost. This is much more cost efficient, I think. Yes, if we increase the research, so it's only 1 research point, but so that's another 3, so that's even more than I would have got from upgrading. Or we can do, I will put 1 everywhere. That will give me loads more research. That's excellent. Oh, and we're on 46. Oh, we're doing the business now. Yeah. Obviously cheap and great aren't that good at price matching. That's excellent. They haven't changed their price at all. So that's quite a different strategy to the one that Big's employed. They really... Oh, I'm not selling as many as I should. So let's reduce my my factory output. Wherever that is. That's in Peru, I think, isn't it? It's my big factory. Yes, let's take you down a bit. Hang on. Why am I losing money? Oh, they have reduced their prices. As have Dator. That's cheeky, you cheeky blighters.
Your building upgrade has completed.
Right. We're getting more research now. 16 research points.
You have
Excellent.
researched a new technology.
Okay, we have rifle bearings, which are excellent in terms of... There's down here somewhere in terms of cooling, I think. Rifle bearings, they'll give me 10 quality points. That's good, and they'll reduce the heat and the noise of my medium fans. So that will appeal to a good number of people. Now, how much time will hard drive take? That will take a few days. That I will probably get the hard disk drive before our next computer is released to market. But I think if we get that done now. Okay, what other cheap research options do we have? The trackball and access modernization. Yes, we haven't upgraded our operating system for a while. Where's that? It's around here somewhere. Access modernization. So the system has access not only to the operating system, but application software and user data as well. Ooh, it's a bit like Windows when it started spying. It wasn't just an operating system, it had its claws into everything on your computer. Yes. So we could do that. 61 days. Actually, does it tell me here how long the hard disk will take? 56. Okay, so we should have our new computer ready actually within about 30 days. So yeah, that won't trouble us. But anything else here? No, I mean, these give us lovely feature and ease of use benefits, but I'm not going to worry about those yet. I want to get onto the really good stuff, particularly the 1 micron to reduce my manufacturing costs. Okay, so what have we got? We have got the SIM, so that only affects the motherboard and memory. Okay, so let's check those out. The motherboard, and we'll put this in newest at the top so I don't get confused. We'll archive that oldest model. So let's look at this one, and we'll make this number 13, and we can add a SIM to it. It adds a bit of ease of use. That's about it, but increases the price dramatically. Okay, well, we're going to take that anyway. That's done. And then the memory, again, we'll archive our oldest piece of kit. We don't need to see that on our lists to confuse me. Right, so this is going to be our 8th. We could put rifle bearings and fans on the memory, but I think that's kind of redundant, isn't it? It does increase the quality a lot. It doesn't actually increase the price too much. We could do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Yes, it's always nice to have quality points. So I'm not quite sure why you would have rifle bearings in your memory chips, but we do. So there we go. And actually, can we increase this multiplier? Again, it's not a huge increase in costs. I think we can cover that. That's okay. So that's our SIM research dealt with. We also have CGA, which is a display technology. If I click it correctly, there you go. So we'll take this one. We will create a new one. So this is going to be our 5th monitor. It's not going to be monochrome, it's going to be CGA. That's looking good. How does that compare? We'll take it. We'll take it. That is good. Looks the same as the monochrome one. I'm not sure the monochrome should have had colours, to be fair, but there you go. Okay, so yeah, the prestige is a little bit lower. Interesting that. Everything else is good. And our rifle bearings. So the rifle bearings will impact on the CPU. If we do this, let's just see what difference that would make. I'm not necessarily going to add rifle bearings to my CPU, to be fair. There we go, we'll call it number 11. Well, have I got a fan on here already? I do, so if we put rifle bearings on there, it's not that much of a price increase, but it reduces the noise, which is good, by 2 points, and gives me a lovely quality uplift as well. Yeah, we'll do that. And did we have any on our input device? We didn't have a fan on that, apparently. Well, that's interesting. What is that? Oh, ROM cartridge. Ah, right. Yeah, that's more modern than the... is that the 8-inch diskette? That's right, yes. Okay, and our storage device. What do we have on this one? Yeah, we have medium fans on here, so let's change this one. Add the rifle bearings. That's good. I think we'll leave everything else much the same. Excellent. What about the video card? Did we have anything on here in terms of... No, that's fine, I think. Oh, the power supply. That's right. Oh, is that the only power supply I've got? That looks quite an old one, doesn't it? Right, let's see if we can make a new one. My third ever power supply. If we put that on there, that's a nice uplift. Increase the quality a bit as well. Yes, why not? Okay, that will do. Right, so we need to now design our new computer. There we go. We'll copy you. We are already in 1983, would you believe it? I do. It's only February, but that's still, there you are. Okay, accessories, nothing new there. The memory, we have new memory to put in. We have a new CPU. Removable media hasn't changed, nor has our graphics card. Nope, that's okay. We have a new power supply, which is a lot more quality and a lot quieter. It's impressive. Storage, yeah, that's a good looking bit of storage. The motherboard, we've changed you as well. Display has most definitely changed. Our operating system hasn't yet. I do want to get that changing sometime soonish. The pricing on this will probably start with 4,000 again. That seems to do us quite well. Again, I'll reduce our discounts at the outset. I mean, these aren't going to take effect anyway for the time being until we actually release it. But I'll set them there just in case I forget, because it's something I do, apparently. Yes, so that's our new computer. So if I just come out of there for a second. So how does this compare with my other one? So yeah, performance is vastly better. The feature set is better. The prestige we've lost a bit, but we'll gain that hopefully as it goes through testing. Ease of use, we've slightly increased that. Quality has gone up. Okay, that's looking good. How does it compare to cheap and great? I think, yeah, prestige we're losing out on, and ease of use and quality. It's going to be a tight contest perhaps again, but I think I've got the edge for no particularly good reason, but I think I have. Right, so we need to set marketing for this. We'll just go with our normal big campaign, I think. Which reminds me, I think I might want to increase my marketing departments as well. We'll still stick with casuals. We've not learned anything particularly new here. That's got a minus on it, so we'll take capacity down again, even though my capacity is quite an impressive characteristic. Yeah, here, which is quite a lot higher, I think, than than my competitor anyway. Cheap and great, but no, we'll put that down, seeing as it does not appear to appeal too much to my buyers. Okay, so we'll leave that as is. That's our marketing strategy, and we will.
Your new computer model went into the testing phase.
We'll put it into the testing phase and keep on selling our existing model. Oh, I've run. My factories are closed. Aren't producing enough. That's good. I'm losing money though. Where we can do that's not too. Actually, I've got a few logistics points left, so I could start spending those. Which countries are we not in at the moment that aren't closed communist countries? I want somewhere fairly big, I think. Where can we go? Madagascar? Yeah, let's go to Madagascar. We'll go there. We'll put a point into Madagascar. That hasn't helped a great deal. But there you are. 40. Oh, it has. It's gone purple. That's lovely to see. Anywhere else? Nepal, Cameroon, Syria, Guatemala. Ah, let's go to Guatemala. Yeah, why not? And a point in there. That's good. We're still losing money, but it's not too much. We're just getting... Are we not in Bolivia? I don't want to cite. I want to...
Your new computer model is polished.
We aren't. So we'll go into Bolivia as well. Okay, our new computer is ready. Prestige has gone... it's still not quite as good. It's the CJ monitor I think we lost out on. That wasn't it. But everything else is looking awesome. Right, now before we release it, let's make sure all my factories are at full capacity. Because I do expect, as usual, to see the massive interest in this exciting new release from the world's best computer company. Now, that's my company, obviously, in case you weren't sure. Oh, I had South Africa running. Did I? I hadn't realised it still had South African factory up and going. Has anybody else done anything else in the meantime? No other companies appear to be doing anything. That's interesting. Okay, let's market this one. Get the game running. We'll go into our new computer. We'll go to the release page and press market. Whoa! 38 million, 39 million people want it. And I cannot meet their demand. That's awesome.
You don't have enough manufacturing capacity.
I know. I'll work on it in due course. What do the reviews say? Ooh, computer deals. I'm used to getting 9s from the Cheapskates magazine. Only an 8 this time, but everyone else loves it. That is so impressive. I'm now back up at 47% of the global computer market. That's nice. Why are the United States not coming to me? If I do a quick survey, they should be. They should be. Cheapskates think for some reason that other company is better than me. They're wrong. Okay, let's see. Can I increase marketing anywhere? Is there anywhere that doesn't have any marketing? No, they've all got one at least. Okay, we'll increase it in Morocco as well. It's only 50. It's only another $4 a day. That's fine. Likewise, Bangladesh. We'll increase marketing there.
You have researched a new technology.
Which reminds me, actually, thank you. We're still marketing our old computer. Does that mean it's still selling? Goodness. Yeah, it is still selling, and it's still making money. That's impressive. That is very impressive. But what if I actually archive that one and say, no, we'll focus on our new computer. That will save me marketing costs. Yeah, 1.5 million a day. I can live with that. Oh, 51% of the market belongs to me. This is good. Easy, brutal data and massive modules are making a slight reappearance. I've got the US.
Your building upgrade has completed.
Thank you so much. Niger.
Your building upgrade has completed.
Why are you not buying my computers? Was that Niger? Yeah, I'm never quite sure. The survey there. Oh, for some reason, the cheapskates like data more than me. Well, that's not on. Okay, I'm producing more than I'm selling at the moment. Chad, am I in Chad? I am now. There you go. We've still got a few LPs left. That's Zambia. Let's go to Zambia as well. Got the whole of Europe. The whole of the world again. This is the kind of map I like to see. 53% of the market. Now, what research have we just done? We've just done the hard disk drive. We should get MIDI fairly soon. I'm wondering, can I didn't want to go there, I wanted to come here. Can I increase my research in these other poor countries? I can, and it won't be that expensive. Okay, so we will increase South Africa to level 2 research. The UAE, oh, we'll give you a bigger office, I think, for the UAE. So that'll reduce my research costs there. Actually, if I sort this into research building order, it's easier to see. Honestly. Right, so that's that. And likely Peru. Yeah, Peru, I mean, that's our main country, isn't it, really? So they ought to have a better research lab as well. That's cool. Okay. I'm not selling as many as I used to, and my warehouses are full. So I think what we'll do is we will increase our marketing. We'll go huge.
Has completed.
See if that improves our market. It does. 2.5 million a day.
Your building upgrade has completed.
I am loving this. We've got MIDI. We're on the road. We're en route to 1 micron technology. Oh, I need to click this to find that out. There you go. Yeah, then co-processors. This is looking so good.
Your building upgrade has completed.
Yeah, I think we can most definitely now afford all this extra research. We're going to Colombia as well. It'll be nice when the communist bloc starts crumbling, which it should do. Ooh, hang on. Where's my market gone? Stop buying my machines. Okay. Who's fighting back? That's interesting. Ah, is it people? Let's get all these guys showing. IBM have a new machine for $2,000. That's the green company. How can they do that? How can they possibly sell a machine for $2,000? And they're still on 3 micron technology. That is ridiculous. That's the only one that's been released since mine. And they don't have performance. They have less capacity. That's just price gouge. That's just, oh no, I'm not going to stand for that. Okay, we will increase. No, we'll reduce our base price. I think we'll take it down a little bit. I'm still making loads of money. Okay, we're overproducing. I think people are getting a little bit bored with my machine now. I mean, look at this. I've outsold all my competitors apart from Biggs, who've been around for over a year now, in only a couple of months. This is awesome. Okay, I need to start selling right to more countries. There you go. Will that help? They still don't want to buy my computer. This is sad. I don't like that. So we'll have to close a couple of factories. It's okay. We're used to doing this. The guys understand. Get it in factory order so I can see which ones need to be mothballed a little bit. Take South Africa and Malawi down. And Niger. Bangladesh. Yeah. That's okay. Well, we've still got over 660 million in the bank account. That's fine. Yep, that's good. Okay, our production and our demand are roughly matching. Just thinking, where can I increase my factory capacity? I think we could do it in South Africa. I've got a level 3 office there, so I could put that up to level 4. Yeah, just to give me a better discount on going up. So the next, well, that's, oh, okay, if I put that up, so the daily cost with the level 2 office would be 1.1 million. With a level 3 office, it'll be just over 1 million. It's not a lot, but every little bit helps, doesn't it? So I think, yeah, so stop scrolling. So we'll take those down again because I don't need them just yet. We'll increase the factory. Okay, I need to increase the recreation area first, and that's the extra cost, isn't it? That's okay. We're still making loads of money. No, nobody else is coming close. 56% of the global market. Could do with more logistics offices, perhaps, just to gain those last
You have
few.
researched a new technology.
We have got 1 micron. Okay, so we will be going to another computer, a cheaper to produce computer for the next episode. Let's, before we do that, let's just see if and where I can increase my logistics offices. They're all level 2. Okay, levels. Yeah, we can increase it in Spain. No, we'll do it in Sri Lanka. We'll do it in Sri Lanka, I think. Yeah, that's a level 3 office. Just again because I get that extra discount from a level 3 office. That's fine. Okay, right. So we have some exciting new technologies to implement into
Your
our
building upgrade has completed.
into our next computer. Hard disk drive, great increase in capacity. MIDI on our motherboard, I think that will go, and 1 micron. So this is looking so good. That's better. All the little boys are still playing around in the splashing around in the pond that I've left, but the ocean is purple. Alana Slade, Computers by Ajax, once again dominating the market. What's our sales? It's, look at this. It's
Your building upgrade has
August.
completed.
Thank you. And we're 247 million in profit already. Sales are doing very nicely. Shares, again, we'll see that at the end of the year. This is all looking wonderful. Right, and we're back making over $1 million a day. Okay, so we'll call this one to halt. Another very successful day. Well, another successful few months in the life of Computers by Ajax. We've got co-processors. I'll pause it there because that's going to be a big thing as well. Let's have a quick look before we go at the research tree. Co-processors. That's going to be, is that in computing? There it is. That gives us 2 performance points. Is that all? Is that... Oh. And then the 286. Now, I remember back in the day when I worked for a living, we got 286 computers. That, I think, was where I think it was a 286 where I really discovered computer gaming, PC gaming. I've only ever done PC gaming, to be honest with you. So that's where I discovered it, on the 286s. They were... I think it was a Commodore 286 we had back then in the office. And for some reason, back in those good old days, they let us put computer games on them. That was wonderful. What does that give us? Gives us heat. Only 1.72 in performance. Doesn't sound like a lot, but I bet it does add a lot to what we can do. Yes, we've got a lot to look forward to in the next episode, where this map will continue to be, I hope, wholly purple, with a little bit of green there for IBM. Yeah, you cheapskates. Look, big. They've still got Iceland. Oh, they've also got... what's that? What is that place? Liberia. Oh, that is so sweet. They're so nice for them. Oh, bless. Anyway, yes, I really should say goodbye at this point and stop gloating. But yes, thank you so much for joining me today for this episode of Computer Tycoon. If you've enjoyed this, it'd be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Even better, though, if you've got anything to say, any hints or tips, any recommendations or any criticisms of what I'm doing in the game, then please do let me know by dropping a note into the comments box below. It's always awesome to hear from you. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now. And that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Computer Tycoon. Until the next time, bye bye for now.